Hey everyone, Nate here from Nate's Retro Plays. Today I'm playing a game. It's not so retro, but it's a game that I love, and I haven't played it for a while, and there's a new update coming out very soon, so I thought I would refamiliarize myself with the game and get prepared for that new update coming out. The game is 7 Days to Die on the PC. It's basically if you combined Minecraft with like The Walking Dead, you would get 7 Days to Die. It's a world building, crafting, random generated type situation like Minecraft, where you can basically destroy everything for harvesting, and then there are tons of different recipes for building. You can build structures, but it's very realistic in that it looks like something out of The Walking Dead. The game has been out for a few years now. It's been in early access on Steam, and it still is. It's getting close to the end of development. The next big update is coming very soon. It's supposed to be, I think, a lot of the final features they want in the game are going to be added. But it's a really well thought out game. You basically have, every 7 days there's a zombie horde that comes and finds you and attacks you no matter where you are, so you must build a base. Basically ends up kind of being like a tower defense game as well. So it's a really cool game. I'm a big fan of it, and like I said, I haven't played it for a while, so I thought it would be a fun one to do on video here. So I'm just going to kind of play for a little bit. I started a new world. This is a random generated world, so now I have to just kind of strike out in the world and figure out how I want to live. So when you first get into the game, though, they do give you a set of quests, and you can see that up in the top right there. My first one is to craft a bedroll, so I need to collect plant fibers to do that. And I'm just going to get a few extra because I'll need them for something else in a little while. Feathers I'll use for making arrows eventually for my bow. And yeah, I think that's a good amount. So now I'll craft my bedroll. And then once I craft it, it'll ask me to place it. While I wait for that to craft, I can grab some other stuff. Okay, I crafted it. Let's put that down. So there's my bedroll. So now what happens with that bedroll is if I die, that's where I'll respawn. It's kind of like in Minecraft when you make a bed and place it, that's where you respawn. The next one is to make a stone axe, so I need some wood and stumps often have stuff in it. It's mostly junk, but you never know, that those cans might come in handy. Cotton can be used for various things, but right now really what I'm looking for is wood and some stones so I can make a stone axe. Okay, I just need some wood, and you can get wood like in Minecraft by punching trees, which is not very quick. Like Minecraft, it's pretty quick. This isn't very quick. See, I can sit and punch this little thing here, and eventually it's going to give me some wood. Alright, so I got the wood I need, so now I can make a stone axe. Now that'll make harvesting a little bit easier. Now I need to make plant fiber pants, so it's asking me to make just plant fiber stuff. Craft. Since I got all those extra plant fibers, I can make this stuff pretty quickly. So the plant fiber stuff you can make is pretty weak. It doesn't do a lot for you, but it gives you a little bit of coverage. Now it wants me to make a club. So you can see I'm using my wood, or my stone axe, to chop down a tree here. So when you first spawn into the game, you are in kind of a safe area. There's no zombies, at least not immediately. I don't know how quickly they'll start showing up, but you get a little bit of time to get yourself situated. I want this club out because I can use that to attack with. And my next one is to gather small stones, which I can do from hitting these. I'm basically going to make a bow and arrow and some arrows. So I have everything I need for the bow, but I need more stones to make the arrows. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let's do the bow first. Craft that, and then we'll make as many arrows as it lets us. Because the arrows are extremely important weapon for fighting at the beginning, because it allows you to pretty effectively attack enemies, which are the zombies for the most part, from a distance. My stamina is starting to drop there, so I'll let that rejuvenate before I get the rest of this stone. So a lot of this game ends up being a lot of kind of it can be a little grindy. You have to be into this kind of game to really probably enjoy it. But if you like Minecraft, this is probably something you could be interested in. Or if you're into zombie games or The Walking Dead. See, I'm kind of a fan of The Walking Dead and zombie games in general, so this one really speaks to me. But it's very much like you're just dropped into this zombie apocalypse, and you just have to fend for yourself. It's pretty. I think it's really well done. It needs. I mean, there's some things they're still working on, and since it's an early alpha, but overall, it's a complete game without having to. I mean, they basically released this on consoles as well, and it was, I think, basically the Alpha 15 version of the game on console, and we're on Alpha 16. But they deemed that a final game at that point, far enough along to put it on the consoles. And they're still bringing features over to the console version, but more or less that game is technically a complete game. But there's still more things they wanted to add to really make it finished. If I look over in the distance there, I can see a town. It looks like it might be a radiated zone, which I don't want to go there because they're very tough. The radiated zones have tougher zombies, they have dogs, they have just a lot of things that make life difficult. Wood, frame. And let's just make 20 of these because you just need them for all sorts of different things. It's kind of like you're building blocks in this game. So you can't have too much of that right now. And if I can have enough wood so that whenever I go, so when nighttime hits, the zombies are a lot harder to deal with. They can, at a minimum, they can run. I'm not sure if they're actually stronger or not, but they definitely can run. And when you're being chased at night by some zombies, it can get pretty bad pretty quickly. So you put down a frame. See, that's reinforced. So it's upgraded it basically. So now I made like a wooden wall there. Now it wants me to build a campfire, and that is the last, I think, quest that you do in the beginning. There we go. All of my basic quests are done. You've earned a skill point. The next task is to find a trader or a settlement. So I can look at my map, and it should be on here. You can see it right there. That dot. So if I point myself in that direction, I'm going to start going that way. So I think I'm still kind of in the safe zone. I haven't seen any zombies yet, though I'm sure they will start showing up here pretty quick. No zombies yet. Alright, let's see here. So I'm just going to start heading that way, and as I come across things of interest, I will point them out. See that guy? Look at that guy. Oh shoot, where's my bow? That guy is a twitchy guy. Well, let's practice a little shooting here. He's like a farmer guy or something. I don't know what his deal is. But he's one of the tougher guys to actually fight at the beginning because he moves so quickly. Oh, there's another one coming after me. There's a bunch of them. Now you can see they're starting to show up. I left that safe area at the beginning. Yeah, he's not dead. She's dead now, I think. No? Oh, now she's dead. You can see she ragdolled, so. Yep, he's dead too. Alright. What's he got? Nothing. Zombie farmer, nothing. What's she got? Anything? Nothing. That's alright, you get some experience points. Now, most of the zombies I can just run by, so I'm probably not going to stop and fight everything right now. But now you do have health and thirst. So if you look at your character, see my food and water is at 78%. So I'm doing okay right now. When it starts to get a little lower, you want to make sure you eat and drink water. It affects your overall wellness, which will affect overall how much health you can have. 45 arrows, so I'm still doing pretty decently on that. But if I can pick up more feathers, that's probably good. The other thing I want to do is start tracking down some animals, because I can, like if I find a deer, I can cook its meat, and it's a lot of, ooh, a backpack. Empty cans, which I can fill with water for now and boil and make drinkable water. So there's the trader, and I want to get in there, and you can basically find money in the game, which is like the, I can't remember what they call it, this caps or something? That might be Fallout I'm thinking of. But you basically find money, and you can use the money to buy stuff from the trader. It's usually pretty expensive, so it isn't usually until later in the game that you start buying anything of any great value, but it gives you another way to get stuff in the game besides just looting and hoping you find stuff at random. And some things are really good for selling. So Trader Joe's, it's open. So when you're in a trader, you're safe. There's zombies cannot hurt you in here. Sometimes there's stations that you can use as a chemistry station, which is handy. Ooh, that one's destroyed, so that's no good. And then there should be a trader somewhere. And then look, coffee beans. I'm gonna take those, just cause. There's the trader. You can take his stuff too. All right, what you got? So you can see he's got all sorts of stuff, you know, some guns. I mean, we can see it's a lot of cost, which I don't have any money right now. And let's say I want to sell this. I got 1 Dukes, that's what they are. So I got 5 Dukes now. Now I was saying you are safe in here though. These bases are impenetrable, so if you need to get away from stuff in the daytime, it's a perfect place to go. But at night they close and they teleport you outside. Well, not teleport you, they kick you out, but you can't hide in here at night, unfortunately. So I do need to find somewhere to hide. Oh boy, things are gonna get hairy here. Oh, there's a deer. Zombie saw me. Stupid zombie. Alright, we're going for that house in the wasteland. That might prove to be a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just need somewhere that I can kind of hold up for the night and hide. If I'm out in the open though, they'll get me, and it'll be not good. The wasteland can be dangerous. There are dogs out here. Sometimes I think there's radiated bears even. It just can be really bad out here. Now if I can, see I'm breaking the stairs out so nothing can come up the stairway here. They'd have to go through the house. And just give me a little bit of extra time. Is there any rocks out here? Oh, fruitcake. That's a dog. I think something's awake in the house. There he is, right there. Alright, let's see here. There's somebody still down there breaking stuff out, but I'm not sure where. And there's always some zombies downstairs too in a building like this, so don't want to mess around with a dog. They're pretty hard to beat. They're fast and they kind of jump all over the place when they're trying to attack you. You can see it's starting to get dark. So basically at 2200 hours, which is essentially 10 o'clock, it is nighttime. And the zombies will be running. Ooh, running shoes. Well, it's better than what I had. My axe is about to break, so I really can't spend too much time digging into anything. So I may have to just sit up here for the night. But here's the thing, I am safe up here, so it's just a matter of kind of waiting it out now, which can be kind of boring. We might take a little video break here and come back with more after the sun comes back up.